What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda and your girl T. What's up, T?
What's going on?
How was your Mother's Day?
Well,
I mean, I talked to you earlier in the day, but then you had whatever you had going on yesterday afternoon.
being a mother, cooking,
Ugh,
cleaning.
I
Oh,
cleaned a little. I did not cook anything. Kylie it cooked for me
no, my daughter came over to
to
cook,
eat.
to get breakfast. And then after that, I got on the grill. So didn't
Well, I
really
mean,
need
did you
help.
enjoy your day? It kind of doesn't matter. You do what you want to do.
It was a typical weekend.
Hmm.
Mother's Day are still sad, so I don't really deal with them.
I know. I know. I
Mm.
never really know how I feel. I mean, for you, I understand. For me, I know. It's kind of just. I relaxed. I watched this season on Netflix called The Four Seasons, which
Mhm.
it was an old school comedy. It was cool, but it was one of those. That's what I needed just to get in my own little zone and relax. And then they cooked for me, and it was all good.
They ain't cook for me. She went out to eat on her own. She went to bed about after she laid up here. She couldn't get a nap because I was outside on the grill. And so she didn't have nobody to watch little mama. So she was like, I'm going home and go to sleep.
Listen, little mama take a lot of energy. That's why it's called grandmother and not mother.
Hmm.
Anyway, we're here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's season 16. It's episode 10. How did you enjoy the episode?
Mm, I think I just spent the whole episode rolling my eyes at most of the scenes.
Well, let's start real quick with Kelly over here. She moved out of a $7,000 square foot house into her little townhouse. I guess these are the things that you deal with when you're in the middle of a divorce. I don't
7,000 to how many square feet?
know. Look like 2,000,
Mm.
maybe.
Look here. And I know these are housewives, so their houses are big and fabulous. 2,000 is good for me.
It's good. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
be sitting up there every
But
time somebody
she's got four
say,
kids though. So I mean, I can
yeah.
see where it could be good when you have four people. It don't be, not when you used to have a 7,000. I don't need 7,000.
Every time I hear 7,000, 10,000, every time I see all these housewives, I be sitting up there like, who is cleaning that? But I mean, y'all got housekeepers. I'm not. I'd be like, look at them ceilings,
Even
child.
without the housekeepers, that's a lot of damn space to just be. You know what I'm saying,
You might lose one of them kids in damn 7,000 square
girl?
feet. If
Job
my
and they get
my son
snatched.
get too quiet, I'd be like, what you doing?
What
Where
is
you
going
at?
on? Right.
Mm. Yeah.
Remember we used to laugh at Dion driving a hover round around his house when he had his reality show. I'm like, that's too much. That's a lot. Um.
I would
Anyway,
definitely do that if I had a 10,000 square foot house.
so you would need a hover round.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna
Absolutely.
be walking that.
Yeah, that's a lot back and forth. And you would need a couple of rock wallers, perhaps.
Right. That's another thing. Like even in my house, I was like one, two, three, four different ways to get up in here, and I'm like, this is a lot of doors. When I first got here, I was like,
You
oh,
got to
it's
get
so many
used to
ways.
your surroundings. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
Seven
can you
thousand is a lot
imagine
to
a
get
house
used
that
to.
big?
Say what now?
Can you imagine a house that big?
No, I've never even been interested in that much space. I don't, I don't. I'm not something I would be comfortable with. Like I said, unless there was a lot of people living with me, you know what I
Yeah,
mean. And then
yeah.
you get comfortable with noises. Somebody come in your house, and you think it's just one of the people that lives there.
Oh goodness.
Ooh, so this is where the eye rolling begins. Shamia, ain't shit Shamia. We got a name for you, girl. Over here meeting up with Ralph down to the restaurant, just like the Joker.
Shamia ain't shit. You doing all this for Portia?
Mm-hmm. Because why else
Shamia.
would you? Why else would you?
Now it's okay for you because you did a podcast. See, you was working with Ralph. So it was okay for you to do it, but it's not okay for Drew to do it, who is working with Dennis. That's what you just said. Stop it.
What podcast? I wish she would stop saying that. Like she sounded a fool even making that be an excuse. And even then, like she was on Watch What Happens Live talking about she wanted to show up down there like with somebody's husband. But why you show up with Portia? Because you did it for Portia. You could have brought 5 different people.
And Portia can quit acting like she didn't know. She knew exactly what she was going there for. This wasn't a tit for tat. It was. It absolutely was. And here's the thing, though. When we see Drew, every time we have seen Drew with Dennis, they are actually working
in the studio.
You sitting up here with Ralph talking shit about Drew. That's messed up. And that's what you thought Drew, I guess, was gonna be doing, but you're doing everything that you're projecting, like old girl used to say, projection, everything that you was doing. You was talking about Drew, you're doing it to Drew. You sitting up here with her husband talking shit about her.
Yeah, and giving him the platform to do the same. Whatever y'all thought you was doing, it wasn't giving. And Shamia, this says a lot about you. I'm sorry. I feel like we have certain expectations of Portia, and that this is not a shock that she would do something like this. But Shamia, it's even worse on you for me, because I'm like, you are solidifying this is the type of bitch you are. Are you beefing with Drew?
Only because of Portia. Because what reason you got to beef with Drew?
None. I mean, surely not for calling you a lapdog, because that's what you keep acting like every time you show up over here.
You up here looking and lacking, and then when they say you do some dumb shit like dumb shit. You know
I remember I had this friend that was basically chasing after this rapper, somewhat, somewhat relevant at the time, rapper. And she was doing things like giving him the keys to her crib and renting cars for him, doing things for him that he did not ask her to do, only for her to be like trying to claim some type of relationship. When they went into the relationship, he told her he just got divorced and he wasn't interested, you know what I'm saying, in having a relationship. And so he had a concert. I went to the concert with her. He left with some other people. She wanted to chase him down because I rented him the car. And I'm looking at her like, girl, he didn't ask you to. You did this on your own, and now you want to make it a thing. And what I'm not going to be doing at my big old age is running up on somebody that's not your man. Sure. I feel like that's what Shamia should have told Portia. Girl, exactly. I'm not doing all that. You want to meet with Ralph, you do it.
Because Portia wouldn't do the same for you.
Ever.
Child. No. And then Portia had the nerve to pull out her phone and say, well, here's a text of Drew saying that she wanted to sleep with Dennis, but Dennis didn't want to. He just wanted his money. Now, didn't we just see Dennis say that that's not what that text said? Like last week, didn't Dennis say that ain't what that was?
Now that I see the text, I see exactly what it was. And like now this is even worse than you saying she was over there down to the deep on her knees. You are now saying that she's over here smashing for beats.
Child, please.
He said she took it out of context, and that's what she did.
She did. And then you try to turn around and say, I mean, but rumors are rumors. Well, if it was, first of all, you created the rumor because you are the one who seen the text and made it that. So the rumor came from you.
I feel like Dennis was saying, I'm not trying to smash Drew. I'm over here trying to get money. I think that's what the text was saying. But the way she trying to make it seem like is she approached him and he turned her down.
No, he's talking about work.
Work.
I'm over here trying to work. I'm not over here trying to smash.
Right.
That's what he was saying. And she know that. And he said, hey, he said in the last one, I ain't the one smashing her. So, you know what I'm saying? That's not what this is. She need to
Like you
stop.
said, when they were filming in the studio, not talking about Portia. They were filming in the studio, and here you are over here with your messy girlfriend, who, like you said, you wouldn't do the same for. Shamia's looks like a straight fool.
And then
Hey,
Portia,
Devon.
and then she sat right there and turned around and got mad at Shamia for saying that Shamia said she took the fall for defending her. No, Shamia, that's not what they were saying. She was saying that you were wrong for laughing about it. No, she was
Right,
saying,
right. You talking about that conversation with yeah.
yeah,
What's up, Elsie?
hey, hey.
Well, we gonna get to that part. We gonna get to that.
Let's get
Um, Ralph said he filed for divorce. I guess that's getting to be a little bit questionable because somebody said that she was the one that filed for divorce.
it was said that both of their asses was running down to the divorce court to see who could get it filed first.
Right. Well, I feel like it was Drew. It don't even matter.
And it
But
was
now he's over
literally
here.
like minutes apart. So who cares?
If
It
they
was like,
filed together, I
yeah.
feel like they ran out the garage together and raced down to the
They probably
courthouse.
was in the same damn car.
Whoever got parking first, I don't know. He over here like trying to say that she cheated on him with Ty.
Okay. Well, she ain't with Ty.
So what?
Right. Ain't Ty on another show with a whole nother chick? Like, come
I
on.
mean, I wonder what the judge feels about this because it seems like this is inappropriate for him to be able to say these allegations on this platform, Portia.
That's what I was gonna say too. They are in an active divorce case. And Portia on here showing him quote unquote evidence that she trying to smash her
Her
baby
dude,
daddy. Like
yeah.
you could potentially, like in real life, be hurting her divorce case. This is an active case going on. And I feel like you know that.
She's
So for
not
you to
stupid.
go that
She's
far,
stupid, but she's not stupid.
right, right. Now let's start messing with your case, with your husband, because you're going through one. You'll have a whole fit if they was out there talking about you was still over here with him, but you was still over here with your baby daddy at the
Mm,
same time.
mm.
And
It's
we got
crazy
evidence
how
of that. We
it's
got
crazy
evidence.
how. Say again.
I'm gonna say we got evidence of that. You did a whole show mad because your baby daddy came to the beach with another chick.
She sure did. It changed the whole vacation, and everybody's vacation had to be miserable after that.
Yeah, yeah.
Really? Kwan said, I haven't, like, I watched Basketball Wives a little bit. I watched that first episode. I'm probably not reviewing it for sure, but she said she saw a clip where Maylene, is that the lady's name? Ming.
Me saying is
Right. She was
yeah.
confronting Ty about Drew. Huh.
I'm child.
I don't know what Drew was over there doing, but I just feel
Drew,
like it's
Drew
not
very
fair.
much so acted like she was with her, with Ty.
She did. She did. I don't know.
And
None of
and
us were
Ralph
mad at
was
it.
very much so in Tampa.
That's what there's probably receipts.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know, but Shamia, your slip is it's damn near off at this point. Um, Angela's investment property. She says she's 2 million in debt trying to sell these houses. She's got five. All she has to do is sell one house and she'll be back like on track.
Quit trying to sell that one house so high, girl. You gonna get it. It's a nice house. It ain't no $3 million house, but
She
you
won't
gonna
get three
get
million. Yeah,
here.
she won't
You'll
get
get
3 million.
1.5 or whatever. You don't need you know what I'm saying?
Especially now, the marketing is doing something a little bit different. And Kelly over here being critical. So Kelly comes over to the house.
Go ahead.
And
You're not finna snap about Kelly.
Kelly, why? So this is some tea that I didn't know. I was watching Color Me Pink, and she did a little expose on Kelly, whose
Mm-hmm.
face, by the way, I didn't like upload it, but I'll probably catch her next week. But Kelly went to the same college as me.
Mm. Oh, I think I did hear that.
I was like, oh, okay. But Kelly, we've been talking about Brit. She looks very different. She looks like a different girl. Because the whole time I was looking at it, I was like, who's she talking about?
Kelly looked like this week. She got some little extra shots. Her lips and stuff was poking and stuff a little extra a lot this week too.
Well, she's very critical of this lovely house while she's living in a small townhouse. I mean, the lady said the house is not on the market yet. She's getting it prepared to get on the market. All of that stuff takes money. That's why she's probably $2 million in the hole.
Because why would you put water in the pool if the house isn't even ready?
If
you know how much it costs to open your pool? Are you serious? That's the last thing you do.
Pool, it don't take a couple of days to fill up the pool. What's up, Jay? Hey,
no, well, you know how they say well, see y'all down there. We have to open and close our pools here. You know what I'm saying? And that first open up the pool. I mean, but I guess these folks is housewives, child. I keep thinking like a broke chick.
Think you're regular. We do not have to open up the pool, but you fill it up, and that's not like I feel like there's other things that are going to take time. What they need to do is like knock that closet out. But we're not gonna pick apart the house. Drop that price.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not ready, girl.
So, since Kelly was over there talking about where the baby at and things, Angela, I love how she has no problems confronting these people about the things that they said. Now you invited me, I'm inviting her over here because what you know about Charles, girl, you was over there at the house talking about Charles.
Point blanket, period. Let's just get to it. What you know, Kelly?
What did she say? It's the heat running the pool. Just because
you my here or there?
Nah, they got a pool, beds to rest my. Yes, but the pool actually doesn't have water in it at the moment. But that's not necessarily a big issue. Like in terms of getting a house ready to sell, it don't take but a day or so to get the pool filled up, and lovely.
And the house needed updates. It did. I thought that's what she was doing. That's
she was doing the big things, like the kitchen. The kitchen and the bathroom. That's a big update when you're trying to.
Because she's flipping it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff she got to do.
And not for nothing, Kelly might not like it. It might not be her thing. So it's whatever. But
look, that girl putting them over there in her rental houses because she don't want y'all over there with Charles. Because at this point, we can't trust none of y'all. So we gonna come over here to one of these rental homes.
Oh, y'all think it's funny?
All y'all.
Like all y'all want to F Charles.
Y'all was all okay with that comment. So no, y'all not coming to my house. Y'all come over here.
So much you said that about Portia. She said Portia will not be coming to her main home. So
no, Portia, a Britt Brat, a Kelly, a Shamia.
None of y'all. None of y'all are invited to the kitchen table. She told this story about Wendy Williams. I feel like at this point we've heard it. She said the side baby was not from Charles, that the side baby was from her previous marriage.
I believe it. Her baby daddy.
All right, Sid. I feel like she's still a little bit concerned about Charles, though.
She is concerned about me. Charles is still Charles.
Charles is still out there. So I think she low-key was checking Kelly, but she was also like checking. Kelly, have you heard anything?
Exactly.
On these streets? Because your bees out in these streets with your little Pisces on your titties. So
and we believe Charles is out in these streets too. We ain't not Charles out here. Y'all keep having these little breaks. Charles is out here doing the breaks.
I mean, that's why he was like, I don't pay no attention to what they be saying.
Excuse me.
when was it? After one of the things they was doing, was it yoga? I don't remember what the thing was that they was doing, but Shamia, it was after the studio.
Mhm.
Shamia and Drew and Angela went out for drinks, and Shamia starts spilling her guts about how, Portia has not been a good friend.
And
She
I
doesn't reciprocate.
and I let me get a cough drop. Keep talking. I'm listening.
Well, I feel like for me, I feel like I'm being gaslighted a little bit. I don't know. I feel like Portia and Shamia are playing in my face just a tad because they know the new ladies are taking this role as the bone collector. So these guys are over here telling stuff to Drew and Shamia. I mean, Drew and Angela, because she knows that one of them is going to repeat what she said to get the party
Shamia.
started. Shamia. Yeah.
Shamia, yeah, yeah.
I think she low key wanted them to get the party started, but then she low key was like, well, if they say it, then I didn't say it.
That was the Cara way of doing it. Cause she be saying it without saying it anyway. She always talk about how she's such a better friend to Portia.
I mean, check her confessionals from this very season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Portia late to your party. Portia can't let it just be about me, not one time.
So you definitely said it. Been
I don't
saying
see
it.
nothing wrong with the way Angela is handling it is so smooth because she is the bone collector, but she's saying it in a way like, listen, your friend over here feels some type of way. Like if she's not gonna tell you, I'll just tell you since she was over here crying on my shoulder.
I didn't understand the breakdown part of Portia crying. What
Girl,
what was that? It was just so out of the blue.
out of blue. Let's talk
It was
about it.
like, let me get
Angela,
this off of me and let me just cry so I don't have to respond.
like she always does after she dragged Kenya off the stage by her hair and then goes off crying. That's how she handles things.
There you go.
Speaking of, so Angela has Portia over to one of her rental homes because what do? We do not take the Queen of Thotlandia over to the house with Charles,
Absolutely not.
who wants to be twerking on the tennis court and stuff. By the way, I love the outfit, and the go naked hair was giving Portia. She looked like a brat style out there on the tennis court.
And she probably thought Charles was gonna be there, so she put her
She
best
put a little something on it.
fitness Serena Williams outfit on.
Portia is definitely full of it.
She was like, "Oh, this is the rental house."
Yeah. Yep. And if Charles is smart, he'll run every time he see Portia coming because he knows no good comes from that. I feel like he might be a little bit afraid of Angela's size 12 shoe also. Peach
And
Juice is always crying victim. Y'all kill me calling her Peach Juice.
and I could not be fake if I was her daughter. Oh, y'all even sound alike. And I'd have been looking at that girl like, girl, I heard what you did.
She about didn't come out of the bushes. She about was like, So she over here, and also, can I just say that I'm really glad that Angela, I love you, but I'm so glad you showed up with a sun visor on because out in this heat and you playing tennis and them edges was not gonna last. So she did take my advice and go ahead and put a little sun visor around her edges, headband or something. But
I will say both of them really did know how to play tennis. I
they
was
both did a good job. They both looked good.
Yeah.
So Portia is over here telling Angela that basically Drew was trying to get beats with booty.
She just need to stop.
I feel like the part where they say Dennis turned her down is like the extra little twist in the knife, like as if Dennis is over here. Dennis is not known for turning down coochie. You said it yourself.
Exactly. So when he ain't turning it down, if that was the case,
it wasn't gonna look good for her to do that way anyway. So I'm tired of Portia in this story. That's must be why now we used to go fight with Shamia because there's only so much we can do with this whole Dennis, storyline. Um, Angela tells Portia that there's a time that Shamia felt like Portia did not want her to be a part of the group. She still don't.
Shamia said that, and you're right. She don't.
She
don't.
still don't.
Let me say this about Dennis real quick. It was right there in my mind. Lord, I think it escaped. Oh, so with Dennis, you don't want Dennis. Is it a problem if that she smashed Dennis? If she did?
She said no. She said it's not a problem. She said it was only because they filmed together because it just doesn't look right for the family.
And why it don't look right if he films with another housewife? What was that? Is she scared that they were going to be talking? Like, I'm still trying to figure out what, because we don't want Dennis, according to you, even though you flirting with him every.
I personally, unpopular opinion, I don't know how I would feel about it either, especially if I'm Portia and I still got feelings for Dennis. If my feelings are still in it, she's saying they're not, but clearly they are.
If your feelings is still in it, but she say it ain't.
Right. Also, I think a lot of women say it ain't when it still is. They be acting one way, you know what I'm saying? They're saying something different. Also, you already gave them the green light to work together. For me, if I say like I said, if she came over here blindsided her and found out that this lady was filming with Dennis without saying anything, I will understand her feeling away. But you already knew that they were working together, and you're not stupid. It makes perfect sense for them to promote. You thought Drew wasn't gonna come over here and promote her album?
Come on now.
Portia be making step up as she goes along. Angela told Portia Shamia doesn't want to be her lapdog anymore, and then Portia goes behind the fan and cries.
I ain't understand it. It was just out the blue. It was like, I don't want to answer the question.
She doesn't want to answer those questions. I never trust anybody that goes behind a napkin or a fan or their hands or a hat or
she couldn't force no tear out. She couldn't. She probably was laughing low key. She probably thought it was funny.
That's what be making me feel like, they're gaslighting us, because she was probably like, we told Shamia, we knew Angela was going to come over here and be the one to bring the story, You're
right.
It is, but it's not making them look good. So over at Drew's house, she's having a little one-on-one with her therapist, and she gives him the rundown on the meetup with Shamia and Portia, and the rumors being spread that she's, got something going on with Dennis. And pretty much the therapist was like, you can't control what people are saying behind your back. You just need to focus on what you actually doing.
We didn't need that scene
at all. I disagree with that. I understand you can't control what people are saying behind your back, but you definitely can feel a way about it.
Right. And once again, I'm in an active divorce case. So what she's putting out there could affect my case.
Well, okay, devil's advocate. Drew, as much as I disagree with Portia spreading these rumors and her behavior over there, you knew damn well once you involved Dennis that it was going to be some bullshit. You knew Portia was not just going to take that and just be like, oh, okay. Come on. Mm-hmm. Portia has an event. This was a quick episode. Portia has an event. It's Pampered by Portia event. Everybody come in panties on.
That was the cheapest, quick, made-up looking event.
Oh my goodness. Well, they meet up. They're met with cocktails, and then they get a massage. And I'm like, who gets a massage before a photo shoot? That don't make sense.
She threw this stuff together. This event made zero sense at all. It didn't make any sense.
You want to say, I need Drew to speak up and say what? I feel like she said there's nothing going on with Dennis.
And she said that she talked to Portia too. That's why I call BS on Portia.
That's why she confused.
Portia knew. Portia was okay with it, and even Ralph said when they had met up with him that him and Drew and Portia was tight, and she trying to make it seem like they wasn't, but everybody done said it.
Well, Portia's not tight with anyone, not for real, not even Shamir.
Well, she wasn't, but she probably was hanging with that girl just like she hanging with Britt Brat right now. You know what I'm saying? They said they was doing it as a couple thing and all of that. So they all was hanging out. When was they hanging out with her baby daddy when he was supposed to be married to she was supposed to be married to oh boy. You was still over there with Drew and them hanging with
Who?
you know they said they used to hang out as couples.
Right. Drew and was it Simon or was it?
No, it was. That's what I just said. That's what I'm like. Hold up,
When was this happening?
right?
I think Drew is standing up for herself as best she can because, like, as much as we, don't always go up for Drew, she is in the middle of a really stressful divorce. This dude is over here, like, trying to take her LLC and locking her out of the house. So I feel like Drew she is, just like Portia said, washed out. She washed out every time she show up last. I guess, the photo shoot, I think for most people would actually be cool because you get to get glammed up and, get a sexy photo of yourself. However, these ladies is wondering if it's like free promotion and if she got them over there using their images and things without paying them.
Well, baby, if you didn't fire me from Go Naked, I'm gonna need you. I'm not taking no picture. If I'm Drew, what is this for? I thought I'm not a Go Naked.
I'm not I don't work for this company no more.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say no. You cannot use my picture for free. No, ma'am.
She was feeling the way, but she didn't say nothing. Kiwan said, "I love me some Drew." I mean, girl, I guess Drew is always gonna be that girl that was over there cheating with Melanie's husband.
Make me mad every time I look at her.
Every time.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, they were over here, taking pictures and what have you. They all lay down because we've got what's her name, Lauren, over here making them do yoga, meditation, sound bowls. So we got cocktails, massages, photo shoots, meditation, sound bowls, and a sister circle. Do not invite me to nobody's sister circle. I don't want it. Everybody laying down except Shamia because she's in her feelings. Why? What is she in her feelings about? She was just taking a picture with Portia.
She was.
Now she's in her feelings.
Lights, camera, action.
I don't like her acting. I'm not here for it.
I didn't. And Portia was looking like she was so annoyed when they were sitting up there talking. She gave her the most evil eye.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree. I got everybody over here lying down, meditating. Y'all having a full-on conversation about the people sitting in the room. Angela went over there. Everything you told Angela, she went over there and told Portia.
That pissed me off, Kelly. I'm telling you, Kelly want to be down with the clique so bad. That ain't had nothing to do with Kelly.
This is what irritated me about Kelly. Kelly was like, I don't know, you're friends and you should be able to talk to your friends about anything. I know, like, Britt may go too far sometimes, but when Britt go wrong, then I have to check her about it. And I was like, when did that happen?
You have not. And then your day coming too while you sitting up there talking stuff.
That's what being fake will get you. But I'm like, I don't know what result. First of all, I think, like you said, what's her name? Shamia was being way too over dramatic. She said, if I feel comfortable. You feel comfortable to laugh at somebody saying they gonna F somebody's husband, but now all of a sudden in a room full of ladies in they panty thongs and Zsa Zsa Gabor robes on a yoga mat.
who shouldn't have felt comfortable was Drew. Ain't no in the world I would have laid there and closed my eyes on my peach juice.
Drew was over here like, and how much of my time is this costing? They better be glad I came because I don't do nothing for free. Drew says she helped her sell a plenty of them bundles. I believe it.
Last time, we seen her sister, Portia's sister. She was talking shit about Drew, and Portia been talking shit. Ain't no way in the world I would have laid down in that room with my eyes closed with them.
Brick. You're already wondering why Portia invited you in the first daggone place, because the last place you seen her, you know, there was an issue.
And we know she will fight.
She said, I don't know why why Shamia can't talk to her friend. That's very telling. It's because she wants to be friends with this lady so bad that she feels like if she doesn't put up with the bullshit, that she's going to get cut out for whatever reason. I mean,
Portia ain't been her friend a long time.
For years. She just sat up there. They were talking about how, you know, after the elephant was brought into the room, Portia and Shamia have a little back and forth. And Angela was like, she brought up that she didn't go to your wedding. I wouldn't have even known that. And Shamia said the world knew. And I'm like, the world did not know, girl.
Everybody
was a friend of the show. Everybody doesn't watch this show.
And really at that point, I think that's when Portia quit being her friend. When Shamia got with Gerald, and Gerald is who he is. And at that time, Portia was by herself. Divorced. Cordell had kicked her to the curb already. She ain't had nobody. Shamia was finna live this fabulous life. And at that point in time, Portia was done with her.
Portia told her she could not go to the wedding because she couldn't find Coach because her back or something was hurting.
But on here, what did she say?
They was beefing. They had an imaginary beef, and Shamia's like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So
did she not think that the internet was gonna pull that back up and say what you actually said?
I didn't have to pull it up. I knew that's not what she said. I knew there was some issue with her not being able to travel, and her foot or her back or whatever was hurting.
And then when she called bull, she was like, made it a big thing. I have a medical issue. I can't believe, like, you know, she wrong for even questioning it. And now, of course, it's all BS.
Which Portia can't celebrate somebody else. It's not in her. She's one of those people that if it's not about her, she don't want to, just like you said, over in on her own show. Here you are with your own show and you're blowing it up because Dennis got a date round to the other hospital. Hotel. You wanted Dennis and Simon to be chasing after you on this show. And then that's not what you got.
Absolutely.
And you were talking about how you don't know this woman and you need to know who beats Pilar. And then 5 minutes later, you got Pilar sitting on Simon's lap.
And then Shamia lied on Watch What Happens Live and tried to say that Angela brought up the wedding first. The wedding part first. Girl, you know you you've been holding that in. Now you trying to flip it. She got this. I don't know her issue with Angela. Is this why she mad all this time?
Well, I was gonna say, if this is why she's mad, that still doesn't make sense because it seems like what Angela was doing was sticking up for Shamia.
Right.
And then Portia then stuck up for Angela, which I was like, you know what happened to Shamia? She got Marceau scotted, like how Marceau be doing Tisha. Yeah. And they have a plan behind the scenes. And Shamia showed up and did what she was supposed to do. And then Portia flipped it on her and was like, Angela didn't mean anything by it. She was just, I think she's cool. I think she's the bad bitch.
She sure did. She flipped on her. Because she's a hater. Cause she seen how it was going and she seen that people was gonna look at Shamia. So she thought, like, everybody's first reaction, I think, in episode 1 of Shamia was like, dang. But then as the episodes went on, you like, Shamia's still working my damn nerve.
Can I point out in episode 1, I said Shamia was about to irritate me.
You said that with all that damn singing she was doing. Mm-mm.
She'd be doing the most.
But she could feel that Shamia was more of the star, quote unquote, than she was. So she had to flip it. You can't take the attention away from Portia.
That's wild. That's
Hmm.
wild. And Shamia would definitely be a first of all, I don't understand fighting for attention. Personally, I feel like you shine as who you are. Even here, um, Kelly, she's her own little individual. She got her own
Right.
thing going on. It's not about like shining about, guess who ain't shining? Shining, shining. Yeah. Have you missing anybody over here? Did we not talk about anybody? Who's
who
missing?
who we ain't talk about? Oh, Brit Brat.
See, you didn't even know
Brit
she
Brat.
wasn't there, did you?
Sure did. Sure did.
So let's leave her where she
Oh,
was.
Brit Brat did say she did. Well, she was on there with her husband.
Hmm. They came over there and they drank some green milk.
Let me tell y'all something. I got something to say about Brit Brat. I'm sorry. We talked about it last week. Well, we had the whole scene, and I thought about it later. Um, Remember we was trying to question why you got your mom over there while you practicing or getting ready to have this baby and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brit Brat lying. I think all of them is lying. It's how mama get put out their house.
Well, the
Is that
hilarious thing is that you think Brit Brat's lying, because yeah.
like I sit up there like this mama is packing up all this stuff and they don't want her to get the house up. And it's very awkward that she's coming to your house at this moment. I think her mama lost because they didn't have the money for the loss,
Well,
for
they
the
probably
insurance.
thought that insurance money was going to cover whatever it was supposed to cover, and it did not.
Because y'all said the woman had only been in the house a year, right?
Child.
Brit
Brit
Brat
Brat
lied.
lies. That's what she does.
That woman lost that house. Now she's forced to move in with Brit Brat. Because, it don't look like her and them other two daughters. They ain't really trying to deal with her. But Brit can't say that because Brit's supposed to have all this damn money.
She got all this money. She could
Yeah.
sell a pair of shoes to pay her mama's mortgage.
Exactly. But yeah, Brit, your mama got put out that house. Ooh, girl.
That's unfortunate.
Hmm.
That's about all that was. It ended with this disagreement between Portia and Shamia, and I'm not understanding why Shamia is still directing her energy towards Angela.
No, neither.
Shamia, do you want to F Charles?
She might. Shamia, the one who introduced Portia once again to Simon.
To Simon.
Hoeing is what y'all was doing. Hoeing just paid off for Shamia and it didn't pay off for Portia. That's all.
Then you got Cynthia over here talking about, I don't like when the friend circle comes in between the friendship. And I'm like, how?
She gonna work my nerve. Y'all, ain't she just a friend? I'm gonna
just
need
a
y'all to
friend.
pack her up, send her back to Lake Bailey
She
because
was over there at the photo shoot and said nothing. That's all she said. I hate it when the friend circle gets messed up, when friends mess up the friend circle. And I'm
friends
like,
didn't mess that up. Portia messed that up. And you ain't gonna be real about that. And that's why I wish Kenya was there, because Kenya would have kept it real about it.
well, Kenya's not there. They kicked her out.
We'll bring her
They
back.
decided to keep Brit. The whole exchange between Portia and Shamia is very confusing, because I feel like there's not even a reason to be angry. If somebody said, Tamika was talking to me and she feels like the relationship is one-sided. I guess I need to address that. I don't want you to feel that way. I don't know why I'm then now mad at you because you felt comfortable enough to open up to somebody.
Right.
And obviously, if you were comfortable coming to me, you would have did that a long time ago, but you have not. You have stayed in this position. Like, this ain't the first time you heard that. You've just hearing it like, you've heard that you be running behind Portia. You've heard that for years. That's not the first time you've heard that. So, and you've heard people say it doesn't seem like Portia is as good a friend to you as you are to her. You have heard that, but it seems like Shamia, you put yourself in these positions. You doing stuff because she said herself, she didn't ask me to do it. Then what are you doing it for? Because you
You
know
are
there's no.
expecting Portia to do to you what you do for Portia, but Portia's never, she's not that person.
She's
She's
not.
never going to be that. So you can't expect you from somebody else. You just can't.
But I mean, why though do you feel like you need to go out of your way for somebody to do the wrong thing, regardless to whether they're going to reciprocate or not? You set up there and try to justify laughing at what she said. I feel like this: either that's the type of bitch you are or not, because nobody is going to sit up and say some stupid shit like that or laugh at it unless they're down with it.
Here's the thing though. Um, you know who Portia is. You've been friends with this girl since high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know you have to put people in certain corners. You are in this corner. Shamia has all these friends. We see her with Candy, and she says she the friend of everybody in Atlanta. So why do you care so much about what this one? Put her in that corner and deal with her when it's time to go to the club, because that's all she good for.
That's what
You know
she's
what I'm
good for.
saying?
I don't think she's even missing out. Like when she on her YouTube channel, she has people that work for her hanging out. Like, you know what I mean? When you accept these positions as um assistant, personal assistant, that really means to me you're a bot friend. These people don't have nobody to be friends with. So you have to pay
Right.
somebody to hang out with them and do things with them.
She ain't got no friends. But have we ever seen her with a friend?
Well,
She even treat her sister like she ain't nothing. We ain't never seen her be a friend to anybody.
who, Portia? No,
Yeah, Portia.
no. She got her mama over there gassing her up to
Yeah.
be, now the people out here saying Miss Diane ain't no different than Portia. But I guess you would have to be the same type of individual, because most people's mother, with any good common sense, is gonna be like, now that's not you can't be out here doing this, that, and the other. Even if you don't listen, I feel like your mother gonna, guide you into what's right, what's wrong. If she's any kind of mother. I don't know. Um Looks like they're gonna have a sit down next week, and it doesn't look like much got accomplished in the sit down because Portia walks off while Shamia is trying to explain. You know, we are too old to be trying to bust down and break down the guidelines of a friendship. Now, come on, I'm not working that hard for somebody that I've known since kindergarten.
Like I said, put her in that corner. You know, certain friends that you drink with, certain friends you do this with, certain
Definitely
friends.
invite her to the party.
Yeah, she the party friend. And that's
Yeah,
it. And leave her in that category. And definitely don't bring her to your house with your husband.
or anywhere near your husband.
Child, the house, the church, because we know she'll play that role too, child. Nowhere. Nowhere.
Well,
Child.
that's all they gave this week, y'all. Um, yeah, I guess so. The MVP once again is Angela because she's the one that got this thing moving this week. She made sure all the ladies knew all the things that were being said behind closed doors.
Y'all vying, all of y'all vying for the attention, and Angela is just without effort killing it. The queen of ATL.
Ooh,
The unsung hero. Angela.
they like to fight over that title.
Child. Who gets to sit next to Andy?
Ooh.
Angela.
Okay, if we're guessing, if we're guesstimating, we'll make predictions to see how right we are along the way. I would say Portia's gonna get it because Andy loves Portia. And so she's much like Giselle, probably gonna be giving a seat. And then I
It's
think
gonna
the
be
other
Angela.
seat.
You think it's gonna be Shamia?
No, I don't think it'll be Shamia. I think Portia will get one side, and I think either Drew or Angela will get the other side. We
You
got to
think
see
Drew?
because the conversation been a lot about Drew.
Let me see. Cause see, y'all didn't throw it all off because it would been Portia. Now it got to be Britt, and I guess Kelly. But
You
then
think
you
Britt will
can't
be
sit
next to?
Shamia on either side. I mean, I guess you could push Shamia over there because she don't care. She gonna be sitting up there being a lapdog either way. But
I
then
think it'll be Portia, Shamia, and Britt, like you said, on one side. Kelly is no longer friends with Britt, so she can't.
so Angela. Well, you say Drew. I say Angela, Drew,
And Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Drew for the time being, unless Angela, if she can direct the next few episodes, then they, because I don't think they've decided the seating chart just yet. They probably still scrambling on it. So if she can stay as the lead, because everybody loves Angela. Every week you come off, and I'm like, once again, she handled herself with poise. And if you want to, she didn't put her own mess out there. Yes, Charles has had some infidelity, so you can't get her with that one.
Wait a minute. Did y'all see the previews and Charles going off? Who was he going off on?
I don't know. I think it's probably nobody.
You think it's nobody in this?
Yeah, I think they just showing him snapping, but I don't think it's probably anybody here.
I was hoping it was Britt Brat's husband.
Nah, I think it's nobody. I think they're playing with us.
Mm.
But what y'all think? What the seating chart? Like I said, I'm a hold on a minute and give it instead. All of them is a hold. Well, hello, Connie.
All of them except for Angela.
Oh, Angela said "hoa" with the R-E.
Yeah. She said, Britt, you know you're a whore.
You're a whore. Love that. All right, y'all. That's all I got. You got anything else, T?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. We'll see y'all when we see you next week, Monday, 8:00. You be here. We'll be here too. Bye, y'all.
Peace out.
That's not the way it's supposed to be.